The 2013 Cattle Industry Annual Convention and NCBA Trade Show was a huge success earlier this month. Cattlemen and women from across the country had a chance to network and discuss some of the big issues facing the beef industry. And we had the chance to ask a few cattlemen and women their thoughts on what the biggest challenge is going to be in 2013.
I'd say right now one of the biggest challenges is definitely the drought, especially in my area in southeast Kansas. We're just so dry, ponds are low. It's an issue. Feedstuffs, the cost is just through the roof. So right now we're looking into different ways to feed our cattle at a more economical rate. And so that's bringing in different byproducts and non-traditional feedstuffs that we typically haven't used in the past. So it's just getting creative with some not so traditional things that we may have done before. And so I know that's a big problem in many areas of the country.
In order to manage, it takes so much money to do, even a few years ago, we're doubling up on what it takes to operate in today's world. So it's a tough management. It's a tough management deal.
Education about our product and about what we do is probably one of the biggest challenges that we're facing right now, is that we need to educate people about what's going on and why we do things and how that's going to be productive and useful for them.
I think the cattle herd. We are at the lowest numbers since the Great Depression. And even though that is very good for prices, and I'm happy about that, long term we are going to be struggling to meet the demand for beef. And I do not want to see us lose our exports overseas, and I do not want to see imports being brought in to meet the demand.
Weather has always been an issue. West Texas, we're under drought conditions. It's something that every generation is going to talk about, that really bad drought situation that they had to endure. But the fact is, they endured that issue. They endured the drought. They've come back. They've continued to build those ranches and those communities and have survived it, and the communities have only gotten stronger.
From the supply side, numbers of beef is down and the market should stay good for several years. If things get bad with the world economy or the U.S. economy, people aren't going to have the money to be able to buy our beef. So I think that's a big threat out there to our industry.
Our biggest challenge is to let the public know who we are, what we stand for, and the product that we produce, what it is, the safety that it is. That it's easy for the media to beat up on 0.5% of the population. It's hard for the 0.5% of population to take on 99.5%. And so we're really going to have to become more media savvy, do a lot of planning ahead for the issues, and let people know the product they get is safe as there is in the globe. And we need to do a better job of that.
Now, it's not too early to start thinking about next year's convention. The 2014 Cattle Industry Annual Convention and NCBA Trade Show will be in Nashville, Tennessee, February 4th through the 7th. We sure would love to see you there.